Hi YouTube, this is Kiger1324. Today something new. I decided I was going to do a different kind of video today. I guess you can call this underrated and hidden gems collection videos. Now, basically these games aren't necessarily, I wouldn't say hidden or necessarily amazing, but these games that I think deserve a little bit of recognition, and games that people might pass on, um, games that I think you should pick up if you and give them a go. These games offer something that maybe other games don't, or just have something cool to about these games. Today I'm going to be doing the Xbox 360. I might do the PS2 another day. Wait one sec, I've just forgot that I've left a couple up here that I should have picked up as well. Stop there, drop something. Never mind. Sorry about that. So I'm just going to be going over some of these games that I think deserve a little bit of recognition. So the first one is Earth Defense Force 2017. The Earth Defense Force games are actually pretty fun. They're nothing that's going to blow you away with graphics or sounds or anything like that. It's just chaos. It's just destroy everything you see, blow shit up. It's just over the top. It's if you took like the amount of enemies from Dynasty Warriors, but made it with robots and guns and stuff like that. It's if you see the Earth Defense Force games, I think there's three. It's 2027 and I believe Insect Armageddon, but I'm not sure if that's just a different name for it. But if you see an Earth Defense Force game, pick it up because they're quite fun. The next one is Thrillville Off the Rails. I'm sorry, it's going sideways. It's opposite side, but Thrillville Off the Rails. This is actually a really good game. It's actually made by LucasArts. The first one was on the PS2, and then this one was multi-platform, pretty much on every system. I prefer the Xbox 360 one. I just recommend this game. It's not hidden by any means, but this game is getting quite hard to find in the wild. I very rarely see it, and when I do, it's normally about £10 and up. It's pretty much like if you took Roller Coaster Tycoon and then made it sort of like mixed it with maybe The Sims or something like that. It's got a bunch of mini games on there. You can create your own roller coasters, rides. Really fun game actually. It takes about 8 to 10 hours to complete it all. Very unique, and the party games are quite fun to play on multiplayer as well. The next one is Metal Gear Rising. Like I said, these games aren't necessarily hidden gems. Just games that I think deserve a little bit of recognition and maybe you should pick up. Metal Gear Rising, in my opinion, is one of the best hack and slash games that I've ever played on the Xbox 360. This game is fantastic. It's not very long, that's why a lot of people didn't like it. It's about 5 to 6 hours long, maybe shorter, depends how fast you finish it. The story, obviously, it's like a sequel to Metal Gear Solid 2 with Raiden, and the hack and slash on this is really fun. It's maybe similar to maybe Ninja Gaiden, but a lot faster in my opinion. Really enjoyed this game, and all the DLC is free as well. If you like hack and slash, pick that one up. Next one is Death Smiles Deluxe Edition. It's a side-scrolling, like going horizontal, I believe. I can't remember. It might be. I can't remember. But it's a shoot 'em up, and it's very Japanese, very anime style. Actually, pretty fun game to play 2-player. Really, you can pick this game up quite cheap, no more than £5. You can pick this game up for, and it's short, but it's actually quite fun to just go around and destroy stuff, especially for 2-player. Another game, Beautiful Katamari. This game is extremely weird. It's part of the Katamari series. There's about 5 or 6 Katamari games. This might be on PS3 as well, I don't know. You're this little Katamari, I believe. I don't know exactly what you are. And you just have to go around and just swallow everything up with your ball. And it's really weird, but surprisingly this game is really fun. If you see a Katamari game, pick it up. They're really fun. The controls for this game are very unique. Takes some time to get used to. Another one, Atlas game, Persona 4 Arena. And the Persona games are normally have been RPG games, but this one is a one-on-one fighting game, and it's very unique fighting game. It's not fast paced. It's somewhat fast paced, but a game that I think if you're into fighting games, give this one a go. I'm not necessarily into fighting games, but I enjoyed this one. A game that you can pick up quite cheap, no more than £5 normally. Recommend this one. Another one, Alien vs Predator. Believe it or not, the Alien vs Predator game on the Xbox 360, and I believe it was on PS3 and maybe 2. This one's actually quite fun actually. You can play as the Alien, the Predator and the Marine, so you get 3 campaigns. They're not necessarily long. Again, this isn't going to blow you away, but if you're looking for a game that's got where you can play as an alien and a predator and the marine, definitely give this one a go. It's not too expensive now either. You can pick this game up quite cheap. Another one here is Prey. This game was a horror game, first-person horror game with aliens and stuff. It's very somewhat dark. This game got a lot of controversy actually, because you have to kill ghost children in this game. So it's one of those games where you're actually killing children. Really nothing amazing, but a game that you can pick up extremely cheap. And don't knock this game actually, because it's actually quite fun actually. Nothing amazing, but a game that you should definitely try. Another one here, Halo 3 ODST. Again, like I'm saying, this isn't Halo, like this isn't games that are hidden. This is games that I want to just talk about. So Halo 3 ODST was completely different to the other Halo games. You weren't playing as a Spartan, you were playing as an ODST trooper, and that's why some people didn't really like it, because I just thought this game was really good. It was something different. It didn't offer much in terms of multiplayer. The firefight was fun though. A game that, if you're looking for a Halo game that is different to the other ones, give Halo 3 ODST a try. Don't pass on this game, because you shouldn't. If you like Halo, you should give this one a try. It's very unique in the Halo universe. Another one, Bulletstorm. Again, these games aren't rare of any kind. These are games that I think are worth having in the collection. Bulletstorm, this is the Epic Edition. A really good first-person shooter actually. It's very over the top, very sort of arcade-ish style with points and stuff. Made by the same people who made Gears of War Epic games, obviously. A game that not many people talk about anymore actually, and believe it or not, this game is very fun actually. You should give this one a go, and you can pick this game up cheap. Another one that's really cheap, Shadowrun. This was sort of a Xbox game that was very, like, I would compare it to Unreal Tournament or Quake Arena. It didn't offer much in a single player aspect, but this was mainly a multiplayer game. But you can play with bots, and it's got some unique like an arena style shooter. It's quite unique, nothing amazing, but it's worth talking about this game, and it's worth giving this game a go. And you can pick this game extremely cheap up here. Another fantastic game, a Square Enix game, Nier, I don't know how you pronounce it. This game is gorgeous. This is, if you're looking for an RPG that's different, this game is very unique. So pretty much, I don't want to give too much away, but you're in this future where you're this guy, a father who has to pretty much save his daughter, and it's got a very unique. It's more hack and slash instead of turn based, which I prefer. But it's still really unique, really fun, and the story in this game is really, really in depth, emotional. But it can be peaceful at times because obviously you're in the future. But what's happened is these evil guys, the Shades, have changed the world, and basically you're living like medieval times. Yeah, this is a very, very good Square Enix title that not many people talk about actually. Another one is Lost Odyssey. I just thought I'd mention this one. This was the biggest Xbox 360 game at the time, and it has 4 discs. They're all coming out. It's extremely long. It's turn-based RPG. Again, nothing amazing. Nothing that's going to blow you away in terms of gameplay. But if you're looking for a really long game, this one is an RPG that doesn't get talked about a lot. But it's nothing special. But it has a very deep story. It even says one of the deepest stories we've seen on Xbox 360. Really cheap game to pick up as well. Check this one out. Ruse. It's Don't Believe What You See. This is a RTS game, like World War II game. This is very unique. I haven't played this in a while. I might have to give it a go at some point again. RTS games don't normally work very well on a console, but this surprisingly works quite well actually, and it's I don't know what to say too much about this game, but if you're looking for an RTS game that offers something a bit different, this game does it quite well. A Koei game here, Ken's Fist of the North Star, Ken's Rage. I've given this game a go. It's similar to Dynasty Warriors, made by the same people who made Dynasty Warriors, but obviously it's more gory. It's a bit slower than Dynasty Warriors, which I wasn't a massive fan of, but a game that is actually pretty fun. Obviously based on an anime, I believe, and there's 2 of these. I need to get the second one. If you like Dynasty Warriors but you want to try something a bit different, give this one a go. I just added this one in here. Lego Rock Band. Believe it or not, surprisingly good game actually. Lego games have always been quite good, and this was actually a really good, in my opinion, quite a fun Rock Band game using the Lego universe. And I had this on DS. I played this on DS, and it was really good on DS. So check this one out if you like Rock Band games. Yeah, Lego game as well. Another hidden, in my opinion, a hidden gem. Binary Domain. Third-person shooter, sort of in the future, fighting against robots. It's nothing. Doesn't show off many special things about this game, but surprisingly, I enjoyed this game when I played it before. It's not super long, but it's long enough for you to want to finish it and not feel like you just want to finish it for the sake of it. Check Binary Domain out if you haven't. Serious Sam HD, the first and second camera. There's also another one that comes with all the Serious Sams in HD. This is a fantastic game on any system. I just recommend this one because the graphics are a big step up from the PS2 one. Really, really good game. It's just destroy everything you see, kill enemies, wave upon wave, and everything. Very monotonous, but surprisingly, if you're into those sort of games, this is actually a good one to play. One of my favourite games of all time, The Outfit. A game that is getting quite uncommon. Well, I wouldn't say uncommon, but you don't see this game too often anymore. This game is mixed. If you mix maybe strategy and third-person shooter, so you can pretty much call in like tanks, turrets, airstrikes, vehicles, reinforcements. Really good actually. I played a ton of this back in the day. If you like third-person shooters and World War II and you want something a bit different, Give the outfit a go. I recommend it if you can find it. A Sega game here, Vanquish. Really, really good. Fast paced at its best. It's short, but it's sweet. It's fast paced, sci-fi, like robots and stuff. Really, this is a game that you'll play and you'll just be like, holy shit, this is fucking awesome. Again, it's short but sweet. Again, for me, short games aren't a big issue because it means I can just go and play my next game. Give Vanquish a go if you want something that's fast paced. Singularity, in my opinion, a hidden gem. This is sort of a first person shooter, but very unique. You get these special powers where you can manipulate time. Stuff. I haven't given this game nearly enough attention, but I've played it before and I enjoyed this game. Relatively cheap as well, this game as well. Give this one a go if you haven't. John Woo Stranglehold. This game is even in the top 1001 games you must play before you die. This is destructive, third person. So if you took something similar to maybe Max Payne or something and made it more destructive, you get this. Nothing special now, but back in the day this was quite cool, and this game is extremely cheap. I recommend this game. This one's an American version, but the game oh no, the box is American, but the game is English. But still, awesome game. Space Marine, Warhammer 40k. One of my favourite, probably the best Warhammer game on the console, in other than the new one that's going to come out. A really, really good mix between hack and slash and third person shooters in the Warhammer universe. This was quite big online back in the day. It had a lot of customization. The campaign is about 8-10 hours long. If you can find some people to play online this, to do the survival mode, I recommend it because it's really fun. Really enjoy this game. If you like Warhammer, give this one a go. And the next one, I don't have a cover, but this is Overlord. Overlord is a fantastic game. If you took Pikmin on the GameCube or Wii and made it into a darker one where you're playing it, where instead of fighting little cute monsters, you're killing villagers. This is what you get. Overlord. It's really, really fun, really dark. There's 3 or 4 Overlord games. I recommend giving Overlord a try. The next ones are Crackdown 1 and 2. The third one's coming out soon, I believe. In my opinion, Crackdown was one of the best games to have when you first got an Xbox 360. These are fantastic games. Some people considered Saints Row 4 to be like Crackdown. Both of these games are really fun. It's like you've got like almost superhuman abilities. You're like a super cop and you're just going around fighting crime. Really fun game actually. These very common as well, so games that I think are underrated and people just don't play them that much anymore. Another good one, Red Faction Guerrilla. This game was just pretty much, you can destroy everything in this game. Open world, on Mars, sci-fi, really good. Obviously the Red Faction games on PS2 were first person shooters, and then Armageddon is the sequel to this, and people were a bit disappointed that weren't open world, but this game, very common as well, and a game that you should really check out if you're into open world games and you want something a bit different. Another one, Gun. This is an open world cowboy western game. In my opinion, this is the unofficial prequel to Red Dead Redemption. I know it's not storied, it's not there, but this was, I played this a lot back when it first came out. It's western game. There's not many western games out there. Red Dead Redemption is considered to be one of the best western games ever made, like cowboys western, not like western as in like American made game, I mean cowboys. I played this game so much. It's a really fun game actually. It's on PS2. as well. I recommend this game. I have it on PS2, original Xbox and Xbox 360 for some reason, but give Gun a go. And this one, 50 Cent Bulletproof, not Bulletproof, Blood on the Sand. I'm just putting the disc back in, beautiful Katamari, so it's there. Yeah, 50 Cent. The 50 Cent games are actually surprisingly somewhat good. I've been playing this actually. I just wanted to continue. So you're pretty much playing as 50 Cent, of course. There's 3 50 Cent games. There's Bulletproof on the PS2 and I believe original Xbox, and Bulletproof on the PSP, which is a slimmed down version of that one. So this is a third-person shooter. The Bulletproof is more like a top-down action game. Surprisingly, this game doesn't really have anything amazing in it. It's not going to win you over with loads and loads of special abilities and things like that, but don't pass on this game because this game isn't uncommon, but I have a feeling like this game might start getting uncommon soon just because people pass on this game so much, or maybe they pick it up and they don't want to get rid of it. Give the 50 Cent games a go, and I think you can do co-op online as well on this game. I don't know if it still works. And the last 2 games here are Army of Two. In my opinion, Army of Two was one of the best cover-based shooters after Gears of War, of course. In my opinion, Army of Two 40th Day is the best out of the 3 games. I don't have Devil's Cartel, and even if I did, I wouldn't include it because I think that one wasn't as good. It was an okay game, but not as good as these 2. Really good co-op game, actually. You can do split screen. Fantastic to do co-op like Gears of War. Very, I wouldn't say unique, but you get a lot of gun customizations on this game. You can customize your guns. You can do things like you can switch guns between each other, give each other ammo. There's parts where you have to go back to back and time slows down and you go in a circle. I recommend these games. I know they're EA, but surprisingly these games didn't have DLC because, well, they might have, but I know EA's got a lot of bad rep these days. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I consider to be the underrated games or hidden gems, if you call it, in my collection of my Xbox 360. I'm gonna give the PS2 a go and go through that at some point. It's just that I haven't played a lot of my PS2 games. Most of these games here I have played at some point. So with my PS2 games, I have a lot of PS2 games that I haven't played yet. And also, I just want to give a little update because I went into another town today with my mum and dad. My mum and dad saying they were going into another town, not far from here. I don't want to give away the location, sorry. If you really, I don't know if you really wanted to know, and if I knew you, I'd tell you. So I went there and I was expecting there'd be no game shops. There was one game, so game as in the shop, game. And I was expecting that would be it. But then because I noticed that on some of my PS2 games I have on the back is a sticker from a game shop that I used to go to years ago. And I was thinking that's just from years ago. But I went into that town today and I saw it in the mall. It was a little game shop, but I went in there and they had some really good, nothing retro, unfortunately, but they had some PS2 games, pretty much everything from PS2 up. And their prices were fantastic. A lot of their Xbox 360 games were marked at £3 a piece. PS2 games 99p, 50p, same with the original Xbox. Wii games, they had a bunch of DVDs there. So I'm going to be going there next week actually and trying to do some things there. And also within the next few months I'm going to be going to some different locations to do some game hunting, if you want to call it that. And I've been looking on my phone at the towns and having a look what town in the town centres, and because I can get there on the train and they're relatively cheap and easy to get to. So I'm going to be doing that, and hopefully there'll be some pickup videos from there. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'll be going there next Thursday to that game shop and picking up some games from there. And I might pick up my Warhammer. I don't know if I'm going to get that Warhammer next week. Depends how much I spend. But I spoke to my fiance. Next time I go up to see her, we're going to go into another town, a big one in up north. So we're going to be going there because she wants to go to some get some anime stuff. So I said I'll come with. We can go there and do some shopping, which is what I'm trying to do. Go to new places to try and find different games. Trying to find local games shops. When I say local, I mean private owned, not things like Game Kex, those sort of things. So anyway, that's what I consider to be hidden gems on the Xbox 360 or underrated games. So please like, subscribe, and peace.